Take two.
We're back after
Again,
after another almost year hiatus.
we've had different priorities.
We've strayed away from the channel, but we're making a comeback, hopefully. We're back with another top 10 list of the year, top 10 favorite movies of the year, with some dishonorable mentions and some honorable mentions.
Yep, absolutely.
Let's hop in.
All right.
Let's get to it. Roll up the old sleeves.
My first dishonorable mention belongs to Colossal. Sorry, Nick. I didn't like, I think, anything in that movie. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just not in any way for me. In any way. It's one of yours.
That sucks. It's like
Yeah, it felt like a waste of time. It was a waste of time.
it's not like it's just nothing there's for you.
Nothing. There was nothing I could get from it in any way. Like, I came home and just started ranting. So I just had to vent. I was like, that was... The more I thought about it, just like, this... I'll stop.
Alright, I have 4 movies I did not like this year.
Oh boy.
Black Side Delta, a movie I watched on Netflix. It was Suicide Squad without supernatural powers. It had a low budget Joker type character who was annoying, and he was like the quirky kind of psychotic character, but it was just lame. It was a dumb story. Characters were stupid, and that's all I gotta say. Another one is Swamp Ape. Favorite bad movie of the year. It was complete garbage. Everything about it was amateur, which, amateur's not always bad, but like, this was, I don't understand why they made it. There was literally no reason why they should have made it. But it's a fun watch if you're down for something trashy. Jigsaw, that was so dumb. It wasn't even interesting. There was a couple interesting bits, but it was overall really lame. Ending was so stupid. I had a good chuckle with that one. And The Snowman, pretty lame. Kind of interesting, but it was such a misfire. Don't know what happened there, but
Yeah.
nice try, I guess.
Yeah, that's also my other dishonorable mention is the snowman. We'll just put up a picture of the actual snowman. That sums up what happened. Let's get the honorable mentions out of the way. My first one is Kong Skull Island. Really like it. It couldn't make my top 10. There were better movies that I enjoyed more. Great movie though. The Shape of Water.
Yeah.
That's an incredible movie. Del Toro, I've loved the last few things he's done, and this is no different. It's an incredible movie. It's just, I don't know. The other movies I saw this year, I enjoyed a little bit more. So.
Number 1 of my honorable mentions.
The Last Jedi. I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun, very exciting. I like what they did with the new characters that were introduced in The Force Awakens. But it just didn't make the top 10. It was a good time though. I really enjoyed it. Good time. That was a good time. A lot of fun. Very frantic movie. Got a lot of good stuff going on with it. The Meyerowitz stories. Great cast. Good New York-based comedy with some very touching moments and a good kind of dysfunctional family drama. Lady Bird, a good coming-of-age film. Really enjoyed that one. And War for the Planet of the Apes. A great closing to the new Apes trilogy. Very, very darn solid. That's a cheating one, so I'm going to add it anyways. An honorable mention I forgot. It's kind of a cheat sheet one.
No,
You gotta go back. Because it was like it really talked about the past few months about whether or not it's a film or if it's a TV show, and everyone lost their minds deciding what the heck it is. Twin Peaks: The Return.
Oh, I was gonna say I too am curious.
Because, yeah, people saying it's an 18-hour film, which Lynch said it was. And then you got people, it's TV. And people are like, what the heck is it? It's, TV show. But, I'm going to say it's a movie for right now.
That's what the creator said.
Yeah, it would be my number one, but I feel like that's a little cheating. So, it's an honorable mention. Because I feel like it's cheating, but it's there.
Because it's technically
a show, but I'm just gonna say it's a movie for right now, and it's spectacular. That's it. That's all I gotta say about it. Now on to the top 10.
Thus begins the pain.
Pain, hurt, agony, suffering, horn ears.
Alright, my number 10 in my top 10 movies of 2017 goes to The Killing of a Sacred Deer. Yeah, the performances were incredible. The acting is it's so good. Sterile. They just did their thing, and it works so well. I really like it. My number 10.
Alright. My number 10 goes to Song to Song. Yeah. In a year or so, I'm going to look at this and just be like, why am I number 10?
You're going to kick yourself.
I'm going to kick myself. But,
yeah.
Another Malick, another great film. Not much to say about it. It's just, if you've seen his past other couple films, you kind of get the idea, the stylistic choices, and kind of follows the same themes of love and relationships and just human feelings and emotions is something he really goes after in this film, and it's a great watch. There's a lot going on. I like that it takes place kind of the music scene. So you get a lot of music scene or pieces, and just all around great movie. Check it. It's my number 10.
We've done this twice, but every year,
Yeah.
A Ghost Story, number 9. Man. I'm gonna really be mad when I watch this next year. Rooney Mara, I don't need to say more. She's great in everything I've seen her in. And, the stuff that she chooses to be in ends up being some of my favorite movies.
Alright, my number 1 is... Let's move on.
Your number 9.
Number 9!
Mother.
A very insane and nothing else like it. Let me just say that. I'm not going to say much about it. Javier Bardem and Jennifer Lawrence... Interesting couple in this film. I liked it a lot. I left the theater feeling very confused and thinking to myself, what the heck did I just watch? Go check it out. Number 9, that's me.
Number 8 for me is gonna be, and I just watched this last night because he thankfully had it, A Cure for Wellness. Beautiful. Cinematography is fantastic. Cinematography looks really good. Main character is a little to be desired, but it's a good movie, and I don't really want to talk about it because it just kind of goes in directions and does stuff. So just check it out. It's really cinematically and camera work. It's just Gore Verbinski.
Gore Verbinski, just this big dude with a binky in his mouth.
And I would love to, have you seen him?
Yeah.
I would love to see him just with a pacifier. That would be so funny.
It'd be easy to Photoshop.
That would be funny.
That should go.
Someone should do that. Gore Verbinski. Gore Von Binky.
Gore Von Binky. Dang it, we're gonna have to make that now and post it on the Reduce and West Facebook page or something. Gormon Binky. Hope that doesn't become a popular meme or anything.
Yeah, really. That'd be a shame.
My number 8 is The Killing of a Sacred Deer. That was a really good film in my opinion. Very strange and bizarre. Very cold in the performances. I really liked Colin Farrell as the dad. I forget his name, but he was great. And the kid, I can't remember his name, but who kind of starts this domino effect of bad events. He was unnerving. Really great stuff. Very bizarre, and I don't know anyone else who's doing it like that director. So go see that one. Number 8, Killing of a Sacred Deer.
I just remembered the scene where he spins with a bag on his head.
Yes. That was like, usually I don't get too tense in movies. Like, it takes a lot, but that scene was just like, okay.
Yeah, that was gnarly.
What's going to happen?
Alright, my number 7 has got to be, I kind of want to put it higher now that I'm going to say it, but I just can't. The Lost City of Z. That was such a trip. Like, to me, that was not even a movie. That was just like, it felt like I was there on an expedition exploring. I mean, I bought a board game based on the Lost City of Z because I thought it was such a great concept. And yeah, it's great. Took me back to the old black and white Amazon films. Very well done. My number 7.
Right, my number 7 is Columbus. A very slow movie, but I was really drawn to the cinematography, just the very basic premise, and the two main characters. It's a very basic plot, but just the way it went at it was totally right up my alley. It was kind of an art house film, but also just a very basic human drama. And yeah, it was really something else. Like, just shots of buildings and architecture was just, I don't know, it just had like an effect on me. I was just like watching it, I'm just like mesmerized by buildings, and usually I'm not, but after I saw the movie, I was just looking at like buildings and architecture. I was like, wow, there's a lot that goes into this. I don't know, it made me think. So I really enjoyed that one. That was my number 7.
Number 6 for me is a movie I did not personally enjoy the first time I saw it. I've still only seen it once. But it kept growing on me. It's just, I kept thinking about it and thinking about it. The more I thought about it, the more I liked it. Now it's number 6. That's A Personal Shopper. Good grief.
Yeah.
Have I had mixed feelings with this one? I did not enjoy the first time, but now it's like, I can't stop thinking about it. I don't know why.
I still find that to be so strange.
There's just something about it that keeps me thinking about it, so I need to see it again. And yeah, it's a really good film. It just, there's something, the pacing and the tone of it, I think, is what I really like. That's my Personal Shopper.
Yeah, and I remember that really long texting scene. Do you still...
That was awful.
Do you still think
that
it's
was
pretty awful?
Trash. That was bad. I think that was why it was so bad. It was so bad to me. I was like, this whole movie sucks. And then I got over it, and I was like, it was pretty good.
I'd be interested to see what you think of the second viewing, if you're gonna.
Dude,
like
after I
that
know
scene.
what happens at the end of the texting thing, I'm just gonna be angry.
My number 6 is a Thai film titled By the Time It Gets Dark. Why do I always check to make sure I got it? But yeah, By the Time It Gets Dark. Very slow burner. The movie's kind of all over the place in terms of plot. You follow this gal who was doing an interview with this activist from the late 70s, and you get to know her story, and it starts to develop with these new characters that get introduced just halfway throughout, who don't seem to have anything to do with what you were seeing in the very beginning, but somehow they're tangled together, and it's one of my favorite and mesmerizing films of the year, and one of my favorite endings of the year as well. Super, super good. Super, super good. That was my number 6.
Top 5.
Bingo, bingo.
This is when it gets
Spicy.
spicy. Although for me, not so much, because I've pretty much had the same 5 the whole year.
Yeah.
Which, whatever. My number 5 is It. I had faith in that director, and I'm glad I did, because I really, really like It. It being the movie, not the clown or the original, but this It.
This is.
This It was It. It was good. It was good. It, the movie, was good. Well done juggling multiple characters, and this Pennywise is so much better than the original one that was just kind of not funny. It's just, it's not supposed to be funny, but I didn't even get the point. What happened to this?
What happened?
Alright.
Whoop.
It was a good It, the movie, is a good movie. The new Pennywise is better than the old Pennywise. Not that scary of a movie, but I love all the concepts and all the scares that are in it. I thought they were very well done.
Yeah, it's definitely an entertaining movie.
Yeah. Fun.
My number 5 is The Lost City of Z.
Great adventure film. Super. What's the heck's the word? Let's just say I was invested in it.
Immersed?
Immersed, yes. It was very immersive to me. Just watching the explorers go through this Amazon jungle, discover things. It was really slow, but I think that with a movie like that, you kind of expect it to be kind of a slow burner. I mean, it's about finding this lost city of Z and discovery, and one of my favorite endings as well. Towards the end, it was, oh gosh, like the last half of it is some of my favorite stuff. I was just sitting there like jaw dropped. I was like, is this really happening? I don't know why, but something about it was just like totally getting to me. Very good movie, Lost City of Z. Go check it out. It's on Amazon. That's my number 5.
My number 4 is Dunkirk. And probably my all-time, that's hard. Probably my all-time favorite war film. It's non-traditional. It's not like Saving Private Ryan, Black Hawk Down, where there's a single character that you're kind of rooting for and he's going across doing stuff. This is very different. It was very strange watching it for the first time, because it was like you're waiting for exposition or something and nothing ever comes. It's just
Silent. It's very silent.
they just do their thing and they don't tell you because it's their job. They're not gonna be like, oh, no, do this. It's just what it is. It's, oh man, the way we saw it was incredible. It's my number 4.
All right, my number 4 is A Ghost Story. One of the most unique films of the year. The way it was shot, the aspect ratio, the way it took its time with the main leads, Rooney Mara, Casey Affleck, incredible stuff. The pie eating scene, which everyone probably knows about already, was like so simple, but there's so much emotional weight behind it. I was just like, this is amazing. It's just, and the way it deals with the passing of time and love, it's just, it was incredible. Something else. You should not miss that one for sure. Ghost Story is my number 4.
Top 3. This is when it starts to feel weird.
It's when I start to feel a little weird.
Starting to feel a little weird. My number 3, I want it to be, it was originally my number 1, but it got sniped out of its position when some other movies came along that were just a little bit shorter. And that's my main complaint. Blade Runner 2049 is number 3. It's incredible. I mean, it seriously feels like this is going to be this generation's, like, big sci-fi movie that is, like, goes down in sci-fi history. This is the big one that we get. And the cinematography and color palette was just astonishing. It was so beautiful. And yeah, I love everything about it. It's just I can't see myself sitting down to watch it because it is nearly 3 hours. The only movies that I justify that kind of runtime is Lord of the Rings. Yeah, number 3.
All right, my number 3 is The Shape of Water.
Talk about coming in and sniping
Talking about
last
just
minute.
American Sniper, Bradley Cooper, Clint Eastwood.
The day of.
The day of, I was just like, all right, this is going high or low. Yeah, I dug everything about it basically. There was a few things that I wish it touched on a little more or did a little differently, but technically, just adored it from the the era it takes place in. So I mean, of course, the production design is going to be just perfect, and Del Toro is pretty good at doing the fairy tale-esque stories, kind of wacky, but nevertheless, it's very very kind of touching and wholesome, and very interesting love story. One that I don't think I've ever seen before, but pretty darn amazing in my book. That's my number 3, Shape of Water.
My number 2 is War for Planet of the Apes. I love this movie. Just the opening scene with a shootout in a forest between apes and men.
Battle of the Century.
Oh my goodness. And I don't know why I love the opening text. I was just like, this is just so clean and just looks so nice. I was hooked, and all of it, them scavenging that old dog. I won't talk about it, but oh my goodness, as depressing as the movie is, it's so good. And I'm gonna steal a description that someone I watched reviewed it. They gave the description that it's Monkey Jesus in an internment camp, and that's exactly what this is, and it's so good. My number 2.
Right. My number 2 is Blade Runner 2049. I don't know why I have it so low or so high up. I mean, I know why, because it's crazy good. But I don't know when I'm ever going to want to watch it again. Maybe in the next few months. I don't know. But technically, it's a masterpiece. The story, I'm not a huge fan of. I do like that it kind of takes that Blade Runner story in a new direction. Kind of just takes it a little bit further. Like, all right, you get a first piece of it in the original, and then this new chapter with new characters, while also kind of dipping into the original film. Either way, it's a spectacle, that's for sure. It's a little long, the story's a little at times, but there's no denying it's quite the masterpiece in my eyes.
My number 1. Song to Song.
Oh,
I love that movie so much. I watched it. I really liked it. I think it was maybe 2nd or 3rd in my top 10. But I watched it again over Thanksgiving and just glued to the screen. And it had to be number 1 for me. It flows effortlessly. I love the chemistry of the characters. And it's just such an interesting setting for the topic to be taking place, and I really like the motivations of all the characters, and I just thought it was all really, really fascinating. Yeah, that's my number 1. Song to Song.
All right, my number 1. Suicide Squad! Boom! Barry Bletto, Robert Rodney, Bill Giff, back at it again with another exciting adventure. Super Quad, my favorite movie of the year. That's just a prank. My favorite movie of the year is Dunkirk. Dunkirk, gosh, it was unlike any other war movie I saw. barely any characters. You don't know who the heck they are, where they're from, what their motivation. I mean, you don't know who they are. You don't know who these people are. They're just soldiers, right? But that disconnect from these characters made it so much more raw feeling. It was like you were saying, there's no exposition. It's just if you know the story of Dunkirk, then you get it. That's the story you're about to see. But it's such a raw and immersive film. And when we went to go see it at Cinerama, which is a lovely theater, just every bullet and an explosion was just like pulsing.
Yeah.
Which made the experience all the more better. But even though it's such a simple film, it's just, I don't know. I was a little bummed to see, like, when the news first came out he was doing a war film. I was like, oh, a war film? Come on. But after seeing it, I was like, oh yeah, this is it. So, Dunkirk's amazing. I love it. And it's my number 1.
There you go. There's your top 10. And some bonus honorable mentions and some other stuff thrown in there for free. Yeah.
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 That's it.
That's it. That's the video.
What did you think? What do you agree with? What do you disagree with? Put your top 10 list in the comments. What movies did you hate? What movies did you hate? Let us know. What movies did you love? Let us know. And that's us, Reviews from the West. We'll see you next time. We won't take another year-long hiatus. We'll be back soon. Don't worry.
We'll see you soon, guys. I'm looking at a whiteboard right now. We got some plans. We'll see you guys soon. Real soon.
Bye.